let's separate some daffodils. The pole I just put you on will stop bouncing eventually. So, first I just have to actually... Alright, so the first thing I did was uplift these with the fork. I have 2 meat trays that I'm going to separate these into. Now, no, this is not the correct time to do this. The correct time to do this is once they're fully dormant with no greenery whatsoever. We're going to do it now. Now you can see this particular variety puts up 4 stalks per bulb. And I'm just going to, maybe I can get this in frame, I'm just going to lay them all in the same direction in the tray. That one just has 1, but these are definitely all the same variety. All in the same clump. They have all divided from the same original plant. That's a chive. My knee's on top of some snowdrops. It happens. So if you were doing this in late summer and had marked them well enough to find them appropriately, you would not find these white hairs coming off the bottom, and the greenery would have died back completely, and you'd just have dormant bulbs. And you can then just pull out the whole ball, bang them on the ground so that they separate, and move on with your life. It's really, really easy. But inappropriate time of the season, it's a little trickier to get them separated. So these finished blooming, that's another key thing. I would not do this before they bloom, no matter how impatient I was, because you will definitely seriously hurt the plant if they're gearing up to make flowers. There's a lot of energy that goes into that, and then having to also get ready to find a new root home at the same time. It's just a lot to ask of a plant. So yeah, I'm gonna take a video later of planting these in, and rest assured this is all happening within like half an hour of itself. So, but I'm just moving them across the way. My plan is to get like type of daffodils in a corridor so that they'll be easy to like harvest. Look at that, that's a really good bulb. And uncrowding a daffodil is really good for it. Shouldn't be done this time of year again, but digging up a clump of daffodils that's gotten to have this many stalks, if I had let this go another year, next year it probably would only have 1 bloom, because they get so overcrowded they don't have enough nutrients to create blooms. So you just kind of got to work with what nature's given you. And when it comes to daffodils, it's a lot. There is a lot given from, 8-10 years ago. 1 daffodil is now 30, I guess. And these have a really nice, long bloom time. I picked all the blooms off yesterday, so I don't know if that's coming into focus. That's why I'm holding it so long. And there are several clumps of them around the garden. I'm just gonna start putting them in place. Now, I did pull an onion out of here previously, so I'll just put it back, get the weeds out. Way too happy on the alliums, are just everywhere. So I'm going to layer these in as one of the deeper plantings. They're going above. I'll just take you off of here. Yeah, come on. There we go. These are going to go above the lilies I put in. I'm going to dig up the overcrowded snowdrops. Laugh at me for my labeling, that's fine. I'm going to dig up those. And they'll go one layer above, and then I'm going to dig up some of the overcrowded crocuses, and they'll go one layer above that. And so I will have a really nice staggered set of blooms. And they're also, I mean, I'm kind of happy because they're also going to be a lot closer to the front door, so I'll see them a lot. I like seeing things. It's cool. And so I guess my question is, should I fill this back in? Because that's a pretty wide space between one daffodil being there and the next being here. Should I put one small one maybe back in of this same variety? Or should I think I'll wait. I think I'll wait until I can spread these out, because these are both the same. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then I'll see if I can get this row being mostly pretty similar too. Because it looks like, for the most part, there's really only 2 varieties on this side. And then a couple of outliers. Whatever these end up being, they're going to be cute, but the stems are kind of too short to really market them anyway. I'm sorry you broke. Just use you as mulch. So yeah, there's some daffodils, and I'm going to do that to a couple more plots. I'm going to just kind of like go around, pull them up, get things planted, put them back in. So it sounds like a plan to me, and hopefully it'll all go well. Look at the windflowers. There's their Grecian windflowers. They're in the anemone family, and that was just one bulb years ago, so it's taken over. I'm thinking about getting the poppy anemone type. They get really tall, and since I know they like it here and they haven't given any problems to the asparagus, which is the center, whoops, sorry, my hand's in the way, center brown spot down the middle here, and the reason that there's ropes. So yeah, I mean, it's very doable. We'll see. And I've got my nitrogen fixer, the red, oh, I broke another. Oh no. You need marked before I forget what you were. You're adorable. I'll put you in water. Sat on you. I sat on that. Okay. So that's red clover as a nitrogen fixer in the asparagus plot so that it doesn't deplete all of the nutrients. And the trick has been keeping the alliums out of the asparagus plot because they don't like each other. So, yep. Here we are in the midst of all of this fun. Yay! Good stuff. Alright, happy spring. I'm gonna keep moving so that these don't dry out too bad. Bye!